discuss the Epiphone Joe Bonamassa ES-335. Hey, James G here at Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. Remember, you can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com. Please do us a big favor and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So, this is the Epiphone Joe Bonamassa 1962 ES-335. There's a really cool story behind the real guitar that this is basically a tribute for. Is Joe Bonamassa, of course, a huge guitar collector, world-famous player, known for mostly his blues stuff. He actually bought one in '96. He bought a 1962 ES-335. New Day Yesterday was his debut album. He used that guitar on that album. Well, in 2001, he moved from New York to LA, and he sold that guitar, regrettably, as many of us has done several times in our life. We've sold gear we wish we hadn't sold, but it did help him kind of fund that trip. Well, 20-year anniversary of the album, just through some luck and some weird phone calls and stuff, he actually got in touch with the guitar again. He got it back, vowed never, ever, ever to get rid of it again. So it's a really cool story. I actually have a similar story with the 97 Strat that I had to sell at one time, years later found and have bought it and still have it. So it really is a very cool feeling to see a guitar that you had a past with and not necessarily want to get rid of. So this is Epiphone said, hey, let's do a cool version of this guitar. Such a cool story as it is, and kind of replicate that in 1962. So let's talk the specs here. So this is actually a 5-ply layered maple body. It's a semi-hollow, so there is a maple block in the middle here. And then it's a Laurel fingerboard, which a lot of fingerboards are being Laurel right now. I think it plays great. It's got that old 59 kind of round C style neck, graphite tech nut there, and 22 frets. And of course, these are your standard two burst buckers. This is actually a Gibson burst bucker 2 in the neck pickup, and then the pup in the back is the burst bucker 3, and your standard 3-way switch to go from one, both, or the other. And each one has their own volume and tone knob here. So this is the old Maestro Vibrola bridge, which was kind of Gibson's answer to what was Bigsby had been doing and stuff, in the 60s. And although it's a different sign, and you don't see it replicated very much, it's very functional. And I think it just really looks really cool on this guitar. But as you'll hear, we'll do some on it. It's very functional. Now, these are known for if you push real hard, it'll go out of tune. So it's really kind of made for subtle. But you can get some really nice subtle vibrato out of that. And then, of course, we have one-piece mahogany neck, which is exactly what you would want in the style guitar, and then these vintage-style tuners. So it's this gorgeous, obviously the gorgeous red that it comes into. So this was kind of a replica of his 1962 guitar from a look standpoint, very vintagey, but honestly, it sounds fantastic. So we're going to dive right into that. And we're going to hear some clean and some overdrive tones with the guitar in all the positions. All right, so how we have the guitar going in, we're just going direct into the interface from direct out of the amp. So I'm going right into this Fender Deluxe Reverb Tone Master, going right out into to the amp. And as of now, the volume and tones and everything are wide open. So I just want to play a little bit in all the positions so you can get a most true representation of how the guitar sounds in those different positions, just playing some simple stuff. So right now I have it in this down position here, which is giving us our bridge pickup. So if we get in the middle, now we've got both the neck and the bridge pickup. a lot of rolling off the highs in this. And so, and even Bonamassa will say a lot of times, if you want to kind of capture his tone, get on that bridge pickup and then roll some of that high off of that or in the middle. And you'll kind of hear it really will mellow that out. Really brightens her up. So let's just take both pickups down into the middle. So. Very little effort to get that. And of course, this is where you can do decrease and increase pretty comfortably. Very nice there. So very versatile in there. That's just messing with the switch and just a couple of tone knobs, right? Haven't done anything with the amp or anything else. And so now we're going to go through just your good old Boss Super Overdrive, your SD1, just to get a little crunch to it. And we're going to go through that same system there. So we are in the down. So this is our bridge pickup here. Volume and everything is all the way open again. Going right into the middle position. This is both pickups. And now our neck pickup. All right, so we heard this guitar on its own, so now we want to hear it playing some lead with some rhythm tracks that I did earlier. All right, so hit it, boys. So right off the bat, I am a huge Joe Bonamassa fan. So I love his playing, and I love what he does in a blues sense with humbuckers. He's such a great, with Les Pauls and ES-335. But just from a guitar standpoint, not even thinking, your Joe Bonamassa collector or whatever, got to get one, right? So it makes sense. But just from a playing standpoint, it's got a little weight to it because it has that semi-hollow, but the sounds are so fantastic. It's so clean. I would love to get this for jazz combo gigs or even doing like soft musicals and orchestra pit. A lot of time I need kind of a guitar like this. And the red is gorgeous. It plays fantastic. These Gibson burst buckers in this, right? So a lot of it, from the standpoint of using Laurel fingerboard and keeping some of that cost down, but it's just a killer guitar for this. So Joe, if you happen to be watching this video, we'd love for you to bring the real one in. We can have a sit down. We have chairs. We can have a talk if that's okay. Anyway, big fan of the guitar. Come down to Tarpley and play this. Whether you're, Joe Bonamassa fan or not, and you just like semi-hollows or hollow bodies, this guitar plays fantastic. It really is like butter. I mean, and the case is gorgeous. It's a nice yellow interior. I mean, it's just, and of course, with this guitar, you do get a certificate of authenticity. I know there wasn't a ton of them made. I can't give you the exact number, but just really worth playing. Tuners hold extremely well. It's just a killer guitar all around. So really hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you get a chance to come down and play this guitar. And if you want to buy it, that's fine. We're good with that too. So make sure you hit like if you did enjoy this video there, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed already. And if you'd like to know as more of these things drop, just turn on notifications and we'll see you on the next one.